It's time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast. No, don't get her pissed. It's Jason. Talks like a spaz. And he loves to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ show.
Yeah, hello. Happy Friday. Welcome to the KVJ show.
Woohoo, Friday.
That's right.
And the kids are back in school today, thank God.
Yeah, right. That threw you off a little bit yesterday?
Yeah, just a little.
Did you hear the drama going on during the show?
Mags and Rocco are fighting over where to go get breakfast, where to go get smoothies.
Yeah.
Every little detail.
Everything's a fight.
They got to call me, and I got to play referee. Then when I get home, I got to make all these extra meals that I wouldn't make.
Yeah.
I'm making cookies. I made a cake.
I was really locked into the smoothie drama. I kind of didn't want to go back on the air because I was so wrapped up in the drama behind the scenes.
Right.
Rocco is just very headstrong, and Mags is real chill. So he just screams and barks orders at her all day, and she's like, "Mom, help!"
You can tell if Rocco is being what Mags would deem annoying. You can tell Mags loves just going, "Sorry, Rocco, I'm not doing it." You can tell she just kind of likes to.
She still holds the power.
Yeah,
She
got
does.
the keys.
She does.
She
She got
does.
the keys.
But thank God they're back in school today.
Yeah. No, I hear you. Yeah, it's odd. To me, I don't like any kind of wrinkle in routine.
No, I don't either, especially when it messes with my nap.
Yeah.
Oh, it's awful.
What's weird is there was all that smoothie drama going on with Rocco and Mags. It stayed in my head, and I was craving a smoothie, so I went and got one later on that day.
good advertising.
And I never get smoothies.
Maybe that should be a
Smoothies
smoothie commercial.
are good.
Yeah.
When you have a smoothie, you haven't had one in a while, you forget, damn, I like smoothies.
I couldn't taste it, but the texture.
Oh, that's right. You still can't taste.
Felt good in my. I can't taste. No, can't smell really either.
Wow.
I keep forgetting you can't taste. That is the worst.
I don't.
He doesn't forget, yeah. Top of his mind. Well, we do have some good news. We had a lot of winners yesterday for KVJ's Double Your Paycheck. It was really cool because not only did we double the paycheck of Frederick LeBlanc at Port St. Lucie, but Danielle Smith, who referred him to the contest, picked up $500. I saw we had winners all throughout the day, too. So lots of people picking up some serious cash. So that was very cool to do. We will bring it back on Tuesday. More chances to win, but you got time today to go sign up. Put your name in right now at WRMF.com.
It's the KVJ dirt of the day. It's the KVJ dirt of the day. Virginia, take it away, because you know we need that dirt of the day.
Well, if you're a fan of Grey's Anatomy, there's a scandalous new book out there. I gotta tell Mags about this because my daughter loves Grey's Anatomy. It's called How to Save a Life, the Inside Story of Grey's Anatomy. And it's shedding light on a lot of behind-the-scenes drama between the actors, who was hooking up with who hates who left and they didn't want to leave, who was forced out.
Oh, wow.
There's even some rumors that the producer of the show was brought in to help craft Dempsey's exit. When McDreamy left, there was all kinds of drama that went down between Dempsey and Shonda Rhimes, who started the whole show.
Well, he wanted to leave. He wanted out of his contract.
And they claimed because she wouldn't let him, he began, quote, terrorizing the set.
Oh, jeez.
That is good juice.
He, from what I understand, he was quite the diva.
Yeah, and he was just giving it to anybody at the throats of Shonda and other actors. Any cast members that stepped to him, he would be just ridiculous. And then some of them today claim they have PTSD from dealing with him.
Well, that was his comeback. he got that show, and you're like, oh, Patrick Dempsey's back on the scene, and it kind of got to his head, and he tried to do movies.
Well, they named him McDreamy.
Yeah.
That went to his head.
I'll get to your head.
Big time. So, yeah, if you are into Grey's Anatomy or maybe you're just into behind-the-scenes dirt like me, How to Save a Life, the inside story of Grey's Anatomy. Sounds like an amazing book.
I always love hearing these stories where the cast hated each other.
Oh, I just love it. And then, it turns out it's just one guy causing all this pain and trauma, and he's doing it on purpose.
It's not just one guy, though. There was a lot of drama on that whole cast.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right. You called this, Jay Bird. I remember a couple weeks ago you talking about Tom Brady, that you believe he can play till he's 50.
I didn't say. I just said you're going to start hearing the quotes and Brady
It'll be the
say,
latest he'll say.
I'll play until I'm 50.
Yeah.
What's he saying today?
I'll play until I'm 50.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
Tom Brady play until 50 years old?
Wow. Seems to be a really hot question lately.
You're 44, that's 6 more years.
I don't find it so difficult. And plus, in the Florida, it's kind of a retiree state, so I feel like I can play and then just glide into retirement.
Okay.
I think I can. I think it's a yes.
Yeah. He's already here,
So smug.
He might as well. Why not?
He really might play till he's 50.
Yeah, he might.
Look, he does a lot of stuff to do regenerative medicine.
Yes.
And I believe that he has figured out a lot of stuff that maybe is not even mainstream of how to stay young, repair injury, recuperate quicker from surgery.
Yeah.
He's got access to stuff that we don't got, y'all.
He's done everything right like that. And, the other thing to appreciate from him, too, is he's so smart at the game. He keeps himself out of a lot of contact as a quarterback. And, I was saying that because there's this new quarterback, Justin Fields, for the Bears, and he didn't recognize that somebody was coming at him, and he didn't call the right protection, and he got his head taken off. Tom Brady can see that kind of stuff, and he will change up the play so that he is not going to get drilled in the head. I mean, how often do you see Tom Brady taking a massive shot?
Yeah.
It's not that often.
He literally might have eyes in the back of his helmet.
Yeah, he does everything to do that. I don't think it's far fetched he'd play till 50.
Kind of sounds like Kev wants to start up a sports show again. I know my dad would love it.
I got it out of my system.
I know, that broke the man.
Yeah, I did. I have it in me.
And finally here, after stringing us along for months and months, Jeopardy has finally made a decision about who is going to be taking over the acting. The hosting duties.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. Mayim Bialik and Ken Jennings will split the job throughout the whole entire year. The two of them will go back and forth. So they wanted Mayim Bialik, but she's got a lot of acting gigs that she does. And so when she's working on acting, Ken Jennings will step in. And then when she's available, she will be the main host.
So all that scandal stuff was just to get a hype around Jeopardy because they both had scandals and they're both the hosts.
I mean, it kind of worked. When have we talked about Jeopardy this much?
Well, since Alex Trebek got cancer and then passed away, Jeopardy's been in the news a ton.
A ton.
It never had been
Even
in the
when he
news.
was battling too, it was
Yeah,
it was
that's what I'm
huge.
saying.
It was massive.
From when he was diagnosed, battling, and all that.
I don't know. Mike Richards might have helped them with all this controversy. I don't know. And that's what's going on in your dirt.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
What do you think about today, Jay Bird?
So the show really does introduce me to a lot of things I normally would not check out. And the other day, we were talking about the Wiggles, and you were
Yeah.
playing some of their music on the
Right.
air, and I thought some of it sounded kind of fun. So I was going through the Wiggles catalog, and me and Dennys started going down this rabbit hole of the Wiggles, and that led us to these other kid songs.
I know you've lost your taste buds. Have you also lost your mind?
Well, here's the thing. Why do they make these cartoons and these kid stuff so trippy? Everything is over the top, horrifying for an adult, or if it's
Yeah.
not scary, you're just watching it going, oh my gosh, am I on acid?
Yeah.
Everything is like that.
Because the creators probably ate shrooms.
I feel like the people who create kid programming are on drugs.
Yeah, well, to get kids' attention, things have to be bright. They have to be big. They have to be over the top. if you've ever tried to grab a kid, and it is really bright colors and things like that. I used to sit there, and they used to have that Baby Einstein stuff, and I would watch it with Cannon when he was a baby. I just put him on my lap, and everything there was bright, and it would grab his attention. I could see his eyes. So I think that translates into a lot of the kids' programming. But then as adults, you look at it when it's bright and it's overblown and so animated, it's really trippy.
We were watching this one thing. And I'm trying not to be crass on the air here. I'm trying to clean it up. It was a kids program, and it was this big, long-looking pickle with these dots on it.
Right.
And I'm not gonna lie, it looked a little phallic and like infected phallic. And I go, this is weird, man.
Infected.
I know we're not the only ones that are seeing this.
Yeah.
We both said it at the same time.
Penis sore cartoon is not fun.
Well, it wasn't a cartoon. It was dressed up as like a mascot.
It was a live
It was
action?
a live action thing. And me and him both look at each other at the same time and go, that looks like a... And then even when the people come out and play their live music, it's a lot. I don't know. I just feel like they're on drugs.
Probably are. Honestly, if I had to sit there and create kids programming all day long, and they're like, no, it needs to be trippier. It needs to be like, you know what? All right, just give me a hit.
Well, we were listening. You played that finger song on the air the other day.
Yeah, people
Daddy
loving that.
finger.
Daddy finger.
Daddy finger.
But
Weird, right?
It's also mommy finger, and it's also kid sister finger. And what's weird about that song is it sounds really off until the very end. It gives the reveal of what they're doing with their finger. But if you're like us, you go, oh my gosh, what kind of crazy dirty...
I guess that's how they get us in and get us captivated. Like, where's this going?
They're doing that on purpose, right?
Yeah, they're doing it because it's stuff that grabs kids' attention and those kind of things. So yeah, when you look through it through a kid's eye, they're like, ooh. When you look through an adult's eyes, you're like, whoa, that's weird and creepy, man.
Man, Wiggles are trippy, brother.
Yeah. What's on your mind today, Virginia?
Well, yesterday with the kids out of school, I spent a lot of time with both children, and I just thought it was funny because, Mags was breaking down a lot of things at school for me. I was asking her about that devious licks stuff, and if they were doing it at her school.
Yeah.
What is that again?
That's where the kids are stealing major items or any items and then posting on TikTok with their find.
They get more credit the bigger and more expensive the item is.
She couldn't believe that somebody stole the toilet and that because she saw that on TikTok.
Yeah.
She didn't realize that was Cannon's school.
Yeah.
But she says that is way extreme. Nobody at her school is trying to take toilets. She says people have taken like exit signs and stuff like that.
Every school's doing it then.
One kid took an exit sign, and as he was pulling it down, pulled down part of the roof.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's created an issue.
But the funniest thing I learned yesterday from all my time talking to Mags, so she's doing all these community service things. When you're in high school, you want to make your resume for college look good, and they look at like community service. How much do you give back? And she does a lot of little smile stuff, but it's not diversified. So she wanted to add new clubs, add new charities, add new groups that she's helping. So she's joined this club called SAM, Students Against Melanoma, and their first meeting is today, but she went on the boat yesterday, so she's going to show up with a sunburn. I'm like, Mags, you're not doing it right.
Well, that's okay. Kind of like politicians.
I mean, it's all wrong.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Exactly. Mags, come on, get it together.
Showing up with his sunburn.
She's got a sunburn.
That's pretty funny.
That is pretty good. All right, well, my question is, what time do you consider late? On weeknights and weekends, and it's usually different. And I think everybody is set differently. What for you is considered late? Now, oddly enough, for me, during the week, about 7 p.m. is considered late. When I look at 7 p.m., I'm like, oh, man, okay, you got to start heading to bed. It's late.
Is that for you too?
For me, I would say 8:30.
Okay.
8:30. If it's 9 o'clock and I'm not settling into bed, it's gone way haywire.
11 p.m. If I'm not sleeping by 11 p.m., I'm getting anxiety. You know, you're getting
Okay.
like the tossing and the turning, and oh boy, how many hours left?
Yeah.
11. If I can go to sleep by 11, I can be functioning the next day.
Yeah. Now, what about the weekend? What is considered late for you? I think for me, on the weekend, if it's about 10 o'clock or 11, I'm like, okay,
You old?
I gotta start, yeah.
You are old.
I gotta start kicking it in, yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
If it's fun, if it's kicking, there is no kicking it in.
I've seen Virginia.
Yeah.
Especially since I've moved to the Palm Beach Gardens area, I've seen her a lot more. She does not have a filter. There's no ending.
Yeah.
It doesn't stop.
Right.
And since I've known her, she's only gotten better. And I'm not kidding.
Yeah, I
at
know,
all.
it's amazing.
She was at my house till I think 5:30 a.m. at least 3 times since I've had this new house.
It's pretty unreal.
It's unreal.
Yeah.
I mean, you were up too.
Not by choice.
Yeah. Didn't want to be.
I was up. Yeah. But
You were reluctantly dancing.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting to see what people said. Maybe I'll have Suits put up a poll. We can go with this. What time is considered late for you?
if Virginia's not coming over, if I start to feel like it's late past 2 a.m.
Okay.
2
I
a.m.
think
anything is.
Yeah, because we asked this on Facebook. I think that for a lot of people, weekends, it's any time. You know, weekends for a lot of people, it's midnight, or it's like weekends doesn't have a time. So I think what is interesting for people is what is considered late on a weeknight.
And I would never be out, like in the club till that time. But if I'm at a house party, I feel like I'm protected.
House parties are different. I would stay at a house party late. Club, I'm trying to get out as soon as possible.
Yeah, I'm trying to get out as soon as
Yeah.
I get there.
Okay.
Yeah. In fact, I'm mad on the way to the club.
Some of the responses that we got on our Facebook page, Jennifer said, 9 p.m. is the new midnight. I'm getting so old.
Wow.
If you're able to sleep, I get why you would go to bed at 9 p.m.
Okay.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah, so on a weeknight, would late be 9, 10, midnight?
Well, it depends, too, what time you get up. What time do you get up in the morning, Kev?
I get up 3:30.
Yeah, I get up at 3:45.
Yeah. So I think that's what's all relative. And even on the weekends, you know, I get up pretty early.
Oh, my gosh. On the weekends, I feel like it's me and a few lizards that are up. That's it.
Yeah.
It is so quiet on a Saturday morning.
And just like a weirdo, you're in the backyard talking to him.
So,
Kaylee said, what is late for me on weeknights? It's 7 p.m. Weekends, it's 9 p.m., which is funny because time never mattered to me 5 years ago.
Wow.
So that's how it's changed for her. Melanie said 8 p.m. weekdays, 9 p.m. weekends.
yes,
Wow.
Sweet Dennys goes to bed early, too. I mean, if I wanted to text Dennys past 7:30 p, I'm probably not going to get him.
Really? Okay.
Because he can sleep. He knows how to sleep. You guys know how to sleep.
Yeah, luckily, I thank God, knock on wood, I don't have any issue falling asleep. Now, if I'm thinking about stuff or I'm worried about stuff, it'll take a little longer to shut my brain off. But it's not one of those things where I'm like you wake up like every hour and look at the clock.
Every hour.
Oh, that's awful.
And then Tommy said, I'm a dad, so right after Jeopardy. That's what is considered late. So we're asking in the KVJ TV chat right now, what time is considered late for you on a weeknight? And right now, 48% are saying 9 p.m. and 52% say 10 p.m. or later. Nobody's answering before 8 or 8 p.m. So it seems like it's most popularly 10 p.m. or later for everybody that's up, which is interesting because it's early and they're already in the chat room.
Yeah.
So when are you guys sleeping? Looking for something fun to do this weekend? You got a couple different options to go check out. Some performances. Juanes is going to be at the Fillmore Miami Beach again tonight. Did a show there last night. You got Michael Rappaport, who's going to be at the Miami Improv. He's kind of an edgy comedian, does a lot of sports stuff as well.
He also does a lot of Real Housewives stuff, too, which is kind of a bizarre mix.
It is. It's interesting. He's kind of all over the place.
He is very involved in the Real Housewives.
Yeah, he'll be there tonight through Sunday. You got a lot of good football going on this weekend. In fact, Hard Rock Stadium is going to be very busy. You've got the Miami Hurricanes taking on Michigan State tomorrow. I believe that is a noon game. That is going to be solid. Maybe it's 3:30. I can't remember. Either way, it's one of the two. And then on Sunday, you've got the Buffalo Bills coming in town to take on the Dolphins.
Oh,
is Panda going?
He's not going to the game.
Okay.
But he will be watching on TV. And then somebody just tipped me off yesterday as to the Bills hotel while they're staying here locally. So Panda might be going to the hotel to do a little stalking.
That's smart.
I had so much fun doing that. When I was in Nashville watching the Saints play the Titans, I found the Saints hotel and I went in the lobby. That's when Drew Brees gave me a thumbs up with that broken thumb that he had.
Yeah.
And I have the best pictures of like Cam Jordan and all my favorite players.
It's the way to do it. Yeah, I've always done that. I've always stalked team hotels, and you can usually see them in the lobby and get some photos if you're cool.
It's so cool.
Yeah.
Do you like photos of athletes out of their uniforms? I remember being a kid, I would get photos of the guys going into the bus. I loved Ron Gant, and I got a picture of him in a polo shirt. And I look at it, I go, it's Ron Gant in a polo shirt. I'd rather have him in the uniform.
I got great pictures. I got a picture of Michael Thomas, the player for the Saints, in the lobby. Like some girl was giving him something in a little brown paper bag. It might have been drugs. It might have been an egg and cheese biscuit. We don't know.
Yeah.
Like I got all kinds of neat pictures of them not in their football element. And I'm nosy. I'm fascinated by that stuff.
Yeah, it's cool. And they're usually pretty cool. I got a photo with Michael Thomas at the Buckeye Hotel where they stay.
Okay.
I think I sent that to you. So
You knocked on his door?
No, he was in the lobby. But if you just kind of like, hang out in the lobby, like, oh, I'm just casually here.
It's neat to see them as real people and watch like what they wear because they all dress so differently. Like Cam Jordan was wearing this big fur coat and he was all flashy.
Right.
And I was like, I love your style.
That's what my brother said when he saw Randy the Macho Man Savage eating a sandwich at 2J's. He goes, it was so bizarre just seeing a massive wrestler eating a sandwich not in character.
Yeah.
And he got an autograph for me and he signed the menu with a crayon.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's
pretty
cool. Other football stuff you got this weekend, FAU, them Fighting Owls. Looking like they're pretty good this year. They're taking on Fordham at FAU Stadium tomorrow. You've also got a big show. I know South Floridians love Revolution. They are going to be at Sunset Cove Amphitheater with Steel Pulse on Saturday. So nobody's going to be smoking weed there, though, oddly enough. No one at all. At all. Then on Saturday, you've got Brazilian Fest at Fort Lauderdale Beach Park. That's Saturday and Sunday. They're also doing the Bumble Fest on the 500 block of Clematis Street in downtown West Palm Beach tonight. That's kind of like an alternative music fest. Some alt bands are going to be there.
Okay. It's not a big bee thing, a bumblebee thing?
No bees. I hope not. That'd be a terrible thing for the crowd.
Is that something you dress like a bumblebee out of Bumble? Is that cool or is that lame?
It might work. Yeah, you could do it's Blind Melon.
Oh, yeah. Get out of here, old man.
Look at the Gen Xer. Then you got the Femme Ale Brew Fest. It's like $45 to get in, but then you can try out a whole bunch of really cool beer. It's women that are doing craft beer. Is what that is. Yeah, it's at the Kempton Goodland Hotel, Fort Lauderdale Beach on Saturday.
Fun.
Yeah, it should be cool. And they're opening up a new rooftop bar. The grand opening at the AC Hotel Fort Lauderdale Airport is opening up tonight. They're going to be doing festivities all weekend. Everything's rooftop bars these days. You got to have rooftop bars.
Can you do a rooftop bar and just make it just on one story? Is that lame?
Nobody's doing courtyard bars. That's what you want. Yeah, it's all rooftop stuff, man.
They want you. They want to know if you want to go host on the roof.
What are they paying? And how drunk can I get?
Yes. So there you go. That's just some of the stuff going on this weekend. We put all the cool activities in our weekend e-blast. You can get by going to kvjshow.com. You simply put in your email address. You'll get that today with a lot of cool info and things that are happening on the KVJ show, plus your weekend events are right there. Yeah, we got a ton of parenting emails here. People just want to get a little bit of feedback. Just to go to show you how tough it is to be a parent, Virginia.
Oh, don't I know it?
Oh, it's not easy. Got a confused softball mom wants to know here because she's going to be throwing a party for her daughter who's in a softball league, and she's gotten close with 5 of her 9 teammates. 3 of the teammates she's not so close with are new. 1 she's played with for 2 years but isn't so nice and doesn't really care for her. And my husband and I also enjoy the company of these 5 teammates' parents and are close to them and closer than the others. You know, the one thing, though, is like with school, I don't want to necessarily do a clique. Do you need to invite just the 5 girls that we're closest to or the entire team? I don't want to start drama. I don't want parents or kids' feelings to be hurt. And with social media and little excited girls on the team, it can get away from you pretty quick. And I know it can't be kept a secret from the rest of the team. How do you handle this?
Oh, you started drama when you brought it to the radio. This is a tough one because I remember this would happen on teams. There would be cliques that would be within the team, and parties would be thrown, and some people wouldn't be invited.
Yeah.
And yes, there's definitely going to be hurt feelings.
There is. So do you invite everybody?
I would.
Yes.
Because they're all probably not going to come.
Right. That's
in my
true.
opinion.
Yeah. They have the option.
The mean girl's not going to come, and if she does, it's a funny story.
Well, and the other thing too is, under that circumstance, you might find that you have a different kind of relationship when you're away from the ball field. So who knows? Maybe you might have them show up and be like, you know what? They're actually really cool.
What I would suggest, have a 2-hour party where you invite everybody else, and then the party ends, and then you do something special with your 5 clique that you don't, brag about.
After party.
After party.
Okay. You can have the party, then the after party.
Yeah.
A team is different. I think you have to be inclusive to keep that team camaraderie.
Well, if the team's going on, yes.
Right. It's the same as a class. When a little kid has a birthday party, they invite the whole class.
Yeah.
You can't just pick and choose because then you create drama.
I'll tell you, I used to be a girls softball coach, and I know cliques can happen really fast, and I would a lot of times be caught up in the drama when this kind of thing would happen. And some parents would be coming to me saying, why weren't we invited? I'd be like, oh, guys, can we just try to keep peace? And
But it is
can
always...
we invite everybody,
Because
please?
Kevin didn't even think about that.
No, I didn't.
It does make someone feel bad when you know everyone's involved in something and you've been left out.
Yes.
In a team situation. Now, do what you will. And do the 5 kids
Right.
and have your party. But I'm just saying there's going to be drama if you don't invite everybody.
Okay, so give me your parental feedback on this. I got an email from A. Says, my son is 6.5 and recently found Goosebumps on Netflix. Yeah, the series from 1998. I don't care that he watches it as long as he doesn't start having nightmares, and I do remind him that the show isn't real, just pretend. Well, my husband watched an episode with him, the dummy one, and flipped out saying he's no longer allowed to watch it because it is evil and God wouldn't like it. Of course, my kid started crying, and my husband and I started arguing about it. To me, it's just a show, and our kid likes scary things. He makes up scary stories all the time. I don't see the big deal, as this show is geared towards children. The rating is Y through 7. I think my husband is overreacting, so I told my kid that he can watch it when daddy isn't watching. So am I being a bad parent by allowing my kid to watch this show, or a bad wife by telling my kid that he can watch it even though his dad says no?
This is so bizarre. I'm in this whole Goosebumps world right now. Denny's just ordered the original series. He's putting it on his wall. And part of the horror movie, one of the dolls in the movie is part of the Goosebumps series that they're talking about. That's bizarre, man.
Yeah. So
It's all around
It's
you.
all around, but that's
Yeah.
such a specific episode.
I don't like the fact that you're doing something behind daddy's back and you're starting that with a kid that's 6.5, where, you can divide and conquer. To me, parents always need to be a united front. You need to get on the same page and come to an agreement. And there may be things that you don't necessarily like as a parent that the other parent wants to do, but sometimes you have to say, okay, I'll leave it as I don't agree with you, but we'll give it to you that way. I think it becomes dangerous in parenting when you divide and do that stuff. So I don't think that's the right move.
That's just weird. Goosebumps is all around, man. It's such a random thing from the late 90s.
So
Did
what
you
do you think?
manifest this?
So what do you think she needs to tell her kid? Like, don't watch it because daddy said so? Or do you need to just start talking to your husband and say, look, I think it's going to be okay?
How scary is it? I've never seen 1 second of Goosebumps.
You're asking the wrong person because Goosebumps was not scary to me. I thought it was fun and goofy and kind of a little kiddish.
Yeah.
It's very good. It's really well done.
Yeah.
But it didn't scare me. It kept my interest.
Yeah. Maybe you need to have the dad watch a couple more episodes. Maybe he might feel better about it. To me, it's always watch your kid and see how they are taking things in. Does your kid seem freaked out by the stuff? And if it has that kind of age rating, I wouldn't think it would be that bad.
Goosebumps ain't that bad, guys.
But every kid is set different. And so
Yeah.
you
Right.
really do have to watch your kid. Like my kid couldn't handle it.
You're right. I was watching It and American Werewolf in London at age
Yeah.
45.
I won't even watch those movies at age 48.
So I would not do the thing where you let the kid watch it when dad's not around. I think that sends a bad message to the kid. So I would stop doing that, but I would continue to talk to the husband, say, why don't we sit down and watch a few other episodes, see how they are? And then why don't you sit down and watch the reactions of your child while they're watching this? Do they seem scared? Do they seem a little bit freaked out? And are there any problems? And if there becomes problems, then stop watching the show. That'd be my thoughts. Okay. Got one more email here to deal with. What do you think? Dads don't bathe with their daughters ever. Yes or no? This email said, I was over at a friend's house the other day. She's got a 3-year-old daughter. And while I was there, I noticed something odd. I saw her husband bring their daughter into the bathroom and close the door. So I asked my friend what he was doing. And she said, oh, yeah, well, they go in there and they take baths together all the time. Well, I didn't say anything because I was caught off guard. But isn't that really strange? I think it's highly inappropriate. And I'm struggling on whether or not I should report this to the authorities. A grown man has no business being naked with a 3-year-old girl ever. I don't care if he is her father. How should I handle this?
Oh, my gosh.
I would stop short calling the authorities. But that being said, I do think it's weird.
Okay,
So this is going to be one of those things where it depends on your family. We were a family that we were always naked around each other. See, people try to make things sexual when they're not sexual. If there's nothing sexual going on, there's just a dad bathing his kid.
I've always thought that, when it comes to this, I have a daughter, and when they start noticing the body parts and that they're different, that it's probably a good time to start being more modest and discreet.
3 is that time. Mm-hmm. 3 is that time. Like when a kid is 3, they can see, oh, daddy's got a dong.
And I understand all that. It's when people go, oh, that's weird. Like there's something devious
It's not sexual.
going on.
It's not sexual. It's just inappropriate, I think.
Yeah.
Because I can remember being little and being uncomfortable by male nudity. It was just weird. I wasn't ready for it.
This text says, it's creepy, but it's none of your business. You should do nothing. Mind your own.
I would mind your own business. The mom is involved. She knows what's going on. You have no idea if anything terrible is going on.
Yeah.
There's no all you have is that a father's bathing with the daughter.
And it's probably nothing terrible, but it's just, it's got a weird look to it. I get
Sure.
it.
And somebody said maybe he keeps a bathing suit on. You don't know what's going on.
Yeah, stop judging people's parenting. How about that?
Yeah, it's usually a good idea.
Yeah, mind your
Just-
own,
yeah,
lady.
it's usually the best idea to do that. Only in rare circumstances should you probably butt in and contact authorities. And everybody's saying, mind your own business, Karen.
Yeah.
Okay. Got some birthdays here today, like Laura. Having a great weekend in the Keys. Oh, how awesome does that
Ooh,
sound?
I love the Keys.
My gosh.
We're going to go there, Jay Bird, in just 3 short weekends.
That is true.
Yeah.
I might take off my shirt out there.
You should.
Getting all swole.
Yeah, are you?
Oh,
Okay.
no.
Please do.
Good. Good.
Oh,
Good,
I
good.
lost weight because I had COVID, and now I just look skinny fat.
Okay. Lily Hayden, Daddy, Riz, Kane, and Meow Meow on that birthday wish.
Woohoo.
Also, happy birthday to my beautiful princess, Alexa Aaliyah. Happy 12th, even though she thinks she's 25. I love you so much. That is from Dad, and that is her adorable photo on Kvj TV.
Aw, cutie.
Also, to my wonderful husband, Chris. So grateful for you, babe. Love Monica, Justin, Caitlin, Peanut, and Yardio. Also, want to wish my awesome son happy 10th birthday from Mom, Grandma, and Lily. Kimberly sent that in. Also, we got a birthday shout out for our guy's little first birthday, Jonas Wild. So, hoping you have a wild day today. It's also hubby Tim's birthday, too. Cynthia sent that in. See that wild hair right there. That's
Oh,
awesome.
what a cutie.
Yeah, happy 7th birthday to Emmy, Daddy, Mommy, Ellie, and Tommy the Turtle. Wishing you happy 7th. Also, happy birthday, amazing little man Adrian, a.k.a. Moose. Happy 6th birthday. We love you, son. That comes in from Mike. Also, a shout-out, happy birthday to my wonderful husband, Big Bear Vinny. Vivian sent that in. Also, hubby Tony, happy 50th from Michelle, Braden, Winston, and Sylvie. And a 34th birthday shout-out to my BFF for 17 years, Jacqueline. Love you, don't know what I'd do without you. Have the best day ever from Chelsea. So there you go. Got a birthday you want it on the KVJ show. Let us know about it. mail@kvjshow.com. All right, time for another round of the No Name Movie Game. game. Got people all lined up and ready to go here, including Virginia's partner, Annie from Boca Raton. Hello, Annie.
Hi, how are you?
Great. How are you doing today, Annie?
I'm doing great. Happy Friday, KVJ.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday, Annie.
Mm-hmm. All right, Virginia is your partner. She's going to be giving you the clues to the movie. She can't use the characters' names, actors' names, or any of the words from the title of the movie. If you ladies are ready to go, your 60 seconds begins now.
If I don't know what's going on, I am this. I have no idea what's going on.
Confused.
I'm not in the loop. Pass. Pass on that one. It's the person working.
Can't say person.
Can't say person. If I fall off the ship, it's what? It's a movie from the 80s.
Overboard.
Yes.
Overboard.
No clothes on means what? I am
Naked.
And
Naked and afraid. Naked.
a pistol. Another word for a pistol.
Naked gun.
Yes. This is a character at Christmas time. And pass.
Scrooge.
The robot.
Carol.
It was a Disney movie. It was a robot Disney movie. What's a little robot called? Pass. Looking back and remembering things that happened in my past.
Nostalgia.
Yes.
Nostalgia.
This is the movie where he's being videotaped the whole time. He has no idea. He's in a TV program.
Truman Show.
Truman Show.
The robot was Wall-E.
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 Oh, yeah. I couldn't think of the name.
That was
Okay.
tough.
Oh,
Those
you
were
did
tough.
great. Sorry, Virginia.
No, you
Okay.
did great, Annie.
We'll see.
Don't beat yourself up.
Yeah, might do all right there.
3.
We'll
Is
see.
that enough to win the tournament, Kev?
Well, I guess we're going to find out. That's the fun of the game here.
Who's the champ? I think it's Kevin. Is
Is it
Kevin?
me?
Yes.
Yeah,
Kevin.
look at you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So smug and pretending like he didn't know it was him.
Yeah. Well, that's what great champions do. They
Yeah.
act humble.
Yeah.
You should take a note.
Fake humble.
Fumble.
Okay, let's go with Lucas here in Boynton Beach. Hello, Lucas.
Hey, how you guys doing? Happy Friday.
Happy Friday, Lucas. Okay, you ready for this, my man?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay, 60 seconds on the clock here in the No Name movie game. Our time begins now. They sleep under kids' beds, and when you go to college, it's called what? Another word for college is what?
University.
Yeah, and there's
Monsters. University
yeah.
Monsters.
Say it the other way around.
Monster University.
Yep. Pluralize it. Pluralize it.
Monster
People looking.
Universities.
No, not that one. The first word.
Oh, Monster University.
No, pluralize it. Good Lord. Pluralize the first word.
Monsters University.
Yes, okay, there we
Yay!
go. Okay, you run around. It's all crazy. It's not a mouse. It's a different animal. It's like the mouse's cousin.
Tom and Jerry.
No. What's another word for mouse? It's like its cousin.
Rat.
Yes,
rat
and if
race.
it's yeah,
Yes.
very good. Okay, okay. They are banging coconuts together, acting like they're hopping around on horses. That was the movie. It's a British comedy. Pass. Okay, she's not here. It's a female, and she's no longer here. She's what? We tanked it on Monsters University. Yeah, we got a 2.
You got to check the tape. I said monsters.
Did he?
I don't know. I was.
I just kept looking at everybody else. Everybody's looking around. I'm like, I don't know if we're gonna get credit for that.
Oh my God.
I was just laughing at Kevin getting frustrated.
The champ has been cut.
Monster Universities. No.
It's
I don't know.
tricky. It's
It is,
tricky.
'cause you don't hear it. You don't know if you're going to get the point.
Right.
I probably should have moved on, but
I know. That's my biggest regret. I don't pass enough.
all right. Brian is on here from Port St. Lucie. You've only got 3 to beat, Bird.
Brian, they are both weak today. Let's steal this away from them.
Jay Bird, I beat it with Kevin last time. Let's do it this time, man.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, I can't hear you. Your phone's breaking up. All right, it's not a good time. All right, here we go.
Okay. Here we go. Bird and Brian. 60 seconds on the clock. Your time begins now.
2 gentlemen and an infant. Pass. Magicians say this. Blank. Pass.
Abracadabra.
No, pass. Frankly, damn it, I don't. No. Every time an angel gets its wings. He talks like this.
It's a Wonderful Life.
Yes. Heroes that hero. No, there are cars that turn into people.
Transformers.
Got it. Dinosaur movie. Dinosaur movie from back in the day.
Jurassic Park.
No, space movie and dinosaurs. Pass. I'm mad and I also snarl and I fart and I snarl. I'm a boxer. Pass. Small.
Ali.
No, small. What's the opposite of small? What's the opposite
Big.
of... Okay, yeah, what's the opposite of bird? No.
Got two.
What's the opposite of a bird?
That was big fish.
The opposite of a bird is a fish. Duh.
Yeah.
Snarling and farting is
That's
raging
not going to
bull.
do it.
Snarling and
Yeah.
farting was Raging Bull.
Annie, who would have known with 3 you got the win today?
Woo, Virginia, I can't believe we did it.
I know.
Yeah.
Good
How
job,
about that?
Annie. Good job.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay.
So fun. I love you guys.
Oh, you're so kind.
There you go.
We love you
So
more.
kind. Yeah, very nice. Okay, Virginia gets the belt.
Oh, gosh.
I know,
And
huh?
the world gets that much more evil.
Yes.
You want to rub it?
I never would rub your belt.
I wasn't talking about the boat.
I want to rub nothing of yours.
Got some new movies. Do you see Clint Eastwood has a new movie out this weekend? He's like 110 years old.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
It's unbelievable.
I didn't realize Tom Hanks hates Clint Eastwood. They have beef together.
Why?
They did a movie, and I guess it did not jive well.
Really?
And Tom Hanks was even on an interview saying how he does not like Clint.
Really?
Yeah.
Still? That's crazy.
I know.
I did not know that. Well, Cry Macho is the movie that is out, rated PG-13. Also, Gerard Butler's got a new movie out called Cop Shop, rated R. You can check out this weekend. And yesterday on the KVJ draft, we drafted out the best movie scenes of all time. Who got the most votes on that?
Me and Dennys watched him when we went home.
You did?
Yeah.
What did you see?
We saw. We actually watched some that people were suggesting. Someone said The Untouchables had a good scene, and they remember that with Kevin Costner. The
Yes,
Untouchables
I do. Yeah,
with
that was-
Robert
that
De
was a
Niro.
solid movie.
We watched your Rocky 2 scene, which is
Yeah.
great. The training scene
Training
it
scene.
is awesome.
It's great, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll see who picked out the best team of 3 movie scenes and took the tournament win next. Yesterday, the KVJ draft was for the best movie scenes, and Suits got the overall first pick, Google Gary. And man, he Googled some of the best movie scenes ever. The Darth Vader scene with his son Luke in Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back, where he reveals he's his father.
Is that your favorite scene in that movie?
It's the most notable one. I don't know if it would be the favorite,
I'm with you on that.
but it's the most notable. Scarface, Say Hello to My Little Friend. And here's Johnny in The Shining. That was his picks.
Has Suits even seen The Shining? Honestly,
I don't know if he's seen any of those movies. I think maybe he said I think he saw one of them. How many of the 3? Just hold up. How many of the 3 have you seen? One. He's seen one of the 3 movies.
that's
yeah.
what I thought, Gary.
These kids.
Yeah. Virginia went with Life is Beautiful, the end tank scene. When Harry Met Sally, the I'll Have What She's Having scene at the diner. The Bridesmaids bathroom scene was her 3 best movie scenes. I had the 3rd overall pick. I went with the Dark Knight opening scene, the Godfather baptism scene, and the Rocky 2 training scene. Those are my 3.
You're just very dude.
It is very dude, yeah. Dennys went with the Psycho shower scene, Goodwill Hunting's How You Like Them Apples, and The Matrix's Dodging Bullets. And then Jaybird went with the Karate Kid crane kick, The Usual Suspects final reveal at the end of the movie, and the Step Brothers Catalina wine mixers. Well, we got a tie for last place.
Oh no.
It's between Jaybird and Dennys.
The dirty hippies.
Oh,
no.
Tied for last.
That's rough.
Losers Club.
Yeah.
Denny's.
Dang.
Denny's.
Finishing in 3rd place, Virginia.
Damn it.
So it's between myself and Google Gary. And Guguiri blew me away.
Wow.
Yeah,
he's
Suits
back.
ran away with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got the most votes.
Nobody's impressed with this win, Suits. Just so you know, it's got an asterisk.
It doesn't have an asterisk, but it does,
The fact that he saw one of the 3 movies and he wins.
It's got a tude to it.
It's got an old tude.
Yeah.
And old is because we're giving it to you.
He's taking our old movies and winning.
I know.
Damn it.
Yeah, just doesn't seem right, does
The
it?
youth is just taking it away from the elderly.
Oh, they're
what
here
they
to take
do.
over. They want our jobs.
That's what they do. That's what they do. All right, we're going to get some Feel Good Fridays in here. Do you have a nice little win for the week? Something positive to share to get everybody in a good mood going into the weekend? You can start texting those in, 877-979-WRMF, 877-979-9763. Kind of curious what you think about this email we got here, mail@kvjshow.com. Somebody who wants to give their son my new husband's name. Says, I'm divorced. I got a 4-year-old child. I got divorced from my ex-husband about 3 years ago. And since then, I've remarried, and I want my son to take my current husband's last name. It's because my new husband is more of a dad than his biological. My ex-husband lives out of state, and he's only seen our son for about 1 month in the past 2 years. He can't get more time off, but would if he could, he says. Now, I've got custody of our son, and I think that I have the right then to change his last name. My ex says the child is still his biologically and should be keeping his name. What do you think?
In this case, I think I would let the kid keep the same last name because the dad's not out of the kid's life. I mean, in the past 2 years, he's seen him for a month. That counts for something, and I don't think you should upset this apple cart.
I agree with the witch.
My question is, can you? If the biological dad is paying the child support and he just doesn't have the chance to see the kid more often, can you even legally change the kid's name to your new husband's name?
Why would you want to? You're too busy thinking about the wrong thing.
But to Kevin's point, though, some people, if they wanted to do it and say, I don't give a crap, I want to do it, can you even legally do that? Can you get a lawyer and say, I'm changing my kid's last name because I feel like this guy's more of a father?
I mean, I guess if you have 100% custody and you make all the decisions, you could. But why would you? Are you doing this out of spite to your ex? You got to look at yourself real hard and think about what your real motivation here is.
And, I mean, does she have 100% custody?
Well, and the question, too, is the new husband. What is the situation there? Some people are throwing out the word adoption that, that might have to be part of the process.
And as long as his dad is still in his life, you don't need to have him adopted by your new husband.
Mm-hmm. Somebody is thinking that maybe you should give the kid the choice and offer you can keep your name as is. You could change your name entirely, getting rid of your biological dad's last name, or you could hyphenate your name. Somebody thinks that's the right way to go with that. Okay, now Lauren is on here from West Palm Beach to shed a little bit of light on this. What are your thoughts on this kind of situation, Lauren?
Well, the laws about changing a kid's name in Florida kind of suck because my daughter has her father's name even though he's not on the birth certificate because he couldn't bother to be at the hospital during office hours to sign the birth certificate.
Mm-hmm.
So he has no custody, hasn't seen her in over 2.5 years, and has never paid child support. But I still legally can't change her last name to be my last name without serving him paperwork so he can go fight it in court, which is absolutely ridiculous because I am legally allowed in Florida to put her up for adoption, which I would never do. But I can do that without having to serve him paperwork or informing him in any way. But I can't change her last name.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I think that this is really kind of a moot point because, as to your point and what the laws will allow you, several texts have come in here and said, look, even if you've got custody, you can't change the name unless the biological father gives up his rights. And the only way I know in this text, it says, I did it for my daughter. My ex-husband had to adopt her in order for her to have his last name.
And this also could be something to where she's getting his goat on too,
Right.
where she's challenging him on his last name. That's going to get him. That's going to get a reaction.
Yeah, for a lot of guys, that's a point of pride.
Yes.
They want to have that.
And you got to remove your desire to hurt your ex and think about your kid here. Your kid still sees her father, albeit not nearly enough, but he's saying he wants to be in her life. You said he saw her a month in the past 2 years. I mean, he's not completely absent. So you're trying to cut this man out of her life completely by changing the name and making him pissed off. And I think you're going to create more drama.
Yeah. Well, and people are reminding her, too, saying, you've been divorced once. Let's say you change the kid's name and then you divorce husband number 2. Now you got a real big mess.
Well, then just add on another hyphen. Just keep putting.
Can you
hyphen in
hyphenate 3 names?
Yeah, why not?
By the time he turns 18, the kid will have 7 names.
It's 2021, bro. You can do whatever you want.
Just simmer down with the name change and focus on the stuff that's important, like the stepdad actually being a great stepdad and being present and active and involved and a role model. Let's focus on that instead of something that really doesn't matter, like the last name.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Julio's on here from West Palm Beach. What is your take on this, Julio?
Hey, good morning, everybody.
Morning.
So we've been through this legally, my family and I. I married my wife, and her daughter, has a biological father. And my daughter, she's now 14, but I've known her since she was 4.
Mm-hmm.
And about 3 years after we got married, actually a couple years after we got married, we submitted paperwork through the courts to change her last name to mine, and it was granted because the biological father signed off.
Okay, yeah.
He was not present in her life. He did live in another state. And so he had to sign off on all the paperwork, get it notarized, and all that jazz.
Yeah.
And he was paying child support.
Okay.
So that did stop his child support. So which he was probably excited about.
Yeah.
But nevertheless,
basically what it is
you
is you
sign off on it.
Right. Yeah. You can't steal names or change names and all that. Everybody's got to be on the same page here. And if the biological father's like, nope, not going to happen, it's not going to happen. I think that's really where it ends.
And don't fight that, because if he wants to be involved in the kid's life, look at it like this. There's still a little bit of involvement from the biological dad and maybe a lot of involvement from the stepdad.
Yeah.
And that's a blessing for your family that you'll have 2 dads. Don't think about the negative. Think about the positive.
All people want to know, is he not FaceTiming the kid? I know that he's out of state, but there's other ways to still stay in contact with your child too. So
True.
Yeah, they'll do that to him. So
sometimes I always picture what these people look like. I have no idea, who these people are, but for some reason, the dad, I picture him working at a meat plant, and he's got a big old mustache. And I don't know why. It just helps me put a face to these stories.
All right.
Meat plant.
Got some Feel Good Fridays coming in here today. Got a nice little win for the week or something you're looking forward to. One text said, my friend Tammy is going to be taking my husband and I to the UM game tomorrow. So excited.
Ooh.
Would you like to go to that? Would that be a cozy adventure for a Kevin Ralston?
I thought about it, absolutely. I think my son Cannon's going to go with a friend of his. It's going to be a very good game. Miami's not looked that good, and Michigan State has, and so that could be a great game tomorrow. So there's a lot of really good games on, so I'm going to be plopped in front of the TV, so I'm not going to that one, but it is going to be a good one. FAU also plays at home tomorrow as well.
When you plop down, are you going to get some of those wings in you tomorrow?
I probably will.
I
would love to get some chicken wings this weekend.
Get a couple orders in you.
Okay, I might do that. Another Feel Good Friday. My husband and I have decided to buy a house when we move instead of renting in about 9 months. They're happy about that. Also got an anniversary, 20 years. We're going out tonight to celebrate. That's fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Your neighbors, my best friends, they're celebrating 5-year anniversary this weekend.
Nice.
Franny and Matt.
Oh, congrats.
Somebody else is going out to see their only daughter since she left for college. Being a single parent, it's so exciting for me.
Aw.
Happy for you. And also, we got an email from Holly who went to go try Bud's Chicken and Seafood. She lives in Port St. Lucie.
Woohoo.
It's the first time for me and my baby Labrador, Blue. We went to Bud's Chicken and Seafood, as you can see in the photo here on KVJ TV.
Dogs love chicken.
Blue wanted to order the whole menu.
Blue is adorable.
I got myself their 2-piece cod dinner and, of course, the infamous bird sauce. Me and Blue are officially addicted. That sauce is fire and one of my favorites now.
Her dog is eyeballing that menu. It's
And he's
so
smiling.
funny.
Yeah.
Look at the dog.
Yeah, that's Blue.
That dog's beautiful.
There you go. Our world is really turning into emojis as a way to communicate, but there is a little bit of a breakdown between the generations. Apparently, emojis mean different things to different generations. They say that typically older generations take emojis at their face value and then use them as they always have, where younger generations don't always do that. And that's what makes it so confusing. So you got to keep in mind who you're using emojis with, because what you think it means may not mean that.
If your grandma sends you the eggplant, she probably wants you to come over for eggplant parmesan.
Right.
And if she sends you the eggplant and that peach, it just means she wants peaches and eggplant. That's all she wants. That's it.
You can have like eggplant parmesan and then a peach cobbler for dessert.
Sounds delicious.
They say younger digital natives might ascribe sarcastic meanings to emojis and use them as shorthand for an entirely different thought. That's where you got to watch out. Like the skull and crossbones, you know, to a Gen Xer, it might mean just, well, death or hazard material, something like that. But if you're younger, if you see that, it means I'm laughing so hard I'm dying.
Yeah.
Dying laughing.
Calvin, I'm dead.
It seems to be that if you use the crying, laughing emoji, that's a good sign that you're older, because you use it as is. Whereas if you see somebody who's younger using that, it might mean something different. In fact, they say that the traditional smiley face can seem passive aggressive to younger demos.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
Yeah. The world's on fire, Virginia.
They say the upset emoji of a frowning face is defined even by online dictionaries as frustrated, but for more sexual Gen Z, it's almost like a pained sigh because somebody is so attractive.
Oh, like, oh my gosh, you're so hot, it hurts.
Yes.
I can't have it and I want it.
You're so fine that it hurts.
Wow. And then they say on its face, the cowboy, the grinning emoji wearing a hat, can actually, you know, you think maybe it's a special brand of quirky, giggly happiness. But apparently a lot of younger people in Gen Z, it means that the sender is putting on a front, smiling on the outside while dying on the inside.
Oh.
I mean,
can emojis just mean what emojis mean? Apparently not if you're talking younger demos.
yeah, why can't... So if Virginia wanted to start taking her emojis and making a different meaning, and she got all of her friends to start doing that, and that started catching on, who's to say anybody can't just make an emoji mean whatever you want to mean?
Could, yeah, it could. That's where the confusion comes in. It's like emojis were supposed to clarify and make things, you know, more clear, especially when you're talking about emotions. You might put a smiley face in on something saying, hey, I'm not saying this in a way that I'm upset. I'm smiling while I say this, but no, apparently that doesn't always mean that.
It means I hate you.
Yeah. What?
Have you gotten an emoji from somebody where you're not expecting them? You know, that's like a person that would ever use emojis, and they send you a crying, laughing face. You go, I didn't know they would ever send emojis.
More and more people are. Even my dad's using a lot of emojis these days, and it makes his communication even more confusing.
What does he use?
Just a bunch of random things. And I'm like, I don't know. You know, and so even you're talking about a baby boomer to a Gen X, that's different. And then a Gen X to a Gen Z can be radically different as well.
Oh, he really doesn't know what they mean.
And to even make it worse, they've just introduced 37 new emojis, including a biting lip. What is that going to mean?
Like flirting, like, oh. Ooh.
But to which generation?
I don't know. You're right.
You know, as Gen Xers, we see a biting lip. We're like, oh, okay, it's flirting. It's something sexy. But who knows what that's going to mean to Gen Z? They've got a melting face. That's one of the new emojis. A troll. A pregnant man. A disco ball. A face with a dotted outline. And a skull x-ray are some of the new emojis you're going to start seeing on devices later this year.
Huh.
Yeah. But again, what is it all going to mean?
You're sexist.
Yes.
I wish men could get pregnant. Ugh, that'd be awesome.
I would be a great pregnant woman. I really, especially that first trimester, I really let it fly.
You'd be terrible in the delivery room, but the whole first, second, and third trimester, you'd be fun.
I don't know. I think I'd be great in the delivery room.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah. If I ever have a baby, you'll be there.
You want him to carry it?
I'd carry Ralston's baby.
Okay. We did a test with Jaybird's dad, Randy, about what he thinks about these emojis. He showed him some of the more popular emojis just to see. Now, this is a baby boomer and a Gen X. What do you think the eggplant emoji means, Randy?
Why do people send eggplant?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, why do you think people send eggplant?
Digestive thing.
A digestive
Like
thing?
a stomach thing.
Starting to get the picture here.
It's all about sexual stuff then.
I was showing him what it meant. Like, I'm like, Dad.
You took out your penis?
Well, no, not like that.
Check it out, Daddy. Who's juicy now?
Here's an eggplant, Dad.
And he was just noticing a thing. He goes, wow, all this stuff's about sex, it seems like.
Yeah, because you just showed him the peach,
I
and he's
did.
like, okay, wait, what is that? And then you just showed him the regular poop emoji. Did your dad know what that was all about?
Here's a popular emoji.
Yeah, it's very similar to Dairy Queen. Like chocolate ice cream with fudge, maybe. Yeah, like a chocolate ice cream.
This is the poop emoji.
No.
If you want to send poop to somebody.
Why would you do that though?
Like, hey man, you smell like poop, and then you send this to them.
So you might get a text from your dad, Randy, saying, hey, Jaybird, you want to go out and get some?
Yeah, man. Dad, it's not Dairy Queen.
No, Dad, I don't want to go out for some poop. Oh, yeah. Been a little while since we've heard from the misconnections, but I believe we got a few that have been submitted here today. Might want to be on the lookout for this one, because if you're looking for a little company this weekend, apparently this girl's looking for a little bit of company.
Okay, Jaybird.
Let's see what she's got.
It's a little Bama babe. Ever seen a little southern, one of them hot little southern belles, little Bama babe?
I bet you that'd bring your taste buds back. What?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. She's into some freaky stuff, apparently.
Oh, that's just
Yeah.
his speed.
Right, it's great stuff, isn't it? Here's her misconnection. She said, I just moved down here from Alabama, and I'm looking to party.
How old is she?
I don't know. It's working for me so far. Keep it going, Ralston. I'm in it.
I'm also a plus-sized woman who's into doing it all. And I heard South Florida is where all the sex freaks like to hang out. I have many fetishes, but my favorite is pillow humping. I even have my own channel on Pornhub if you want to see. I got a sweet old country accent, but I got a sassy looking ass.
Huh.
If you want a piece of this Alabama pie, just send me a message.
Well, yee-haw. Get up.
That's right.
Oh, man, what a read.
I'm going to pass.
Yeah, the way Kevin read it definitely had a different feel to it.
This pie sounds like it's been left out a little bit.
This pie's been expired.
Maybe from like last Thanksgiving. Is this last Thanksgiving's pie?
Expired pie.
Oh.
Thanksgiving 1967.
She's got her own channel on Pornhub.
Yeah.
Pillow humping.
Pillow humping.
Wow.
I mean, how much does she make?
Well, you don't even make anything sometimes. Sometimes you just have your own channel.
For the love?
Just for the love of the game, baby.
Yeah. Here's another person you might want to check out for if you want a little loving this weekend. This is a male seeking a female. Apparently, doing a little cucumber shopping at a Publix.
All right.
Says, yeah, you were looking at radishes at the Publix in Lake Worth Beach. I made a joke about how big my cucumber was. You know what? You laughed. You looked intrigued by what I had to offer. I wore my jogging suit, and my package was looking epic. Hey, yo! You clearly saw it because I saw your eyes. As you walked away, I said, I'm like Publix, baby. I'll make your shopping a pleasure. Hey, you know what I'm saying, right? Right?
Right?
You laughed again, but then you had to leave. If you happen to read this, please DM me. My name is Gino, and I am packing quite the cucumber, baby.
I mean, I'm so shocked his name's Gino.
Gino.
You really made Gino come to life.
Oh, Gino, yes.
And let's just go across the street to the Winn-Dixie. Apparently there's some different kind of loving going on there. This is a male seeking a male here. It says, I was shopping for cat food at Winn-Dixie. You were an employee there, and we could not take our eyes off of each other. You asked me about my Bart Simpson t-shirt, and you told me that you were a huge Simpsons fan. Well, one thing led to another, and we ended up in my car, a Prius.
That's a tight car.
Oh my gosh.
We were in the Prius for about 30 minutes, and I see why Winn-Dixie says they are the beef people. Hello, because beefy was exactly what you were. After we were done, you hooked me up with some free boxes of ramen noodles. Remember that? I went back to see you the next week, and your manager said that you had been fired. Oh, my beefy boy. I hope I didn't make you lose your job. You don't have to work at Winn-Dixie to be a beef person, you know, though. I love your meat, with or without the Winn-Dixie part. Hit me up if you remember me.
Whoa. What a read.
Wow.
My gosh, Ralston.
I felt like I was there.
I feel like my man could do a one-man play.
Oh, yes.
Bravo.
We got Gino. We got the Bama Hag.
My favorite's definitely Gino.
Gino. Gino's an entertaining guy. So there you go. Love is out there. Just not sure you want to find it.
He's producer Dennys, and he knows when you're high. He's producer Dennys, and he's one hell of a guy.
Okay, who is waking and baking here today? That's what we're going to find out. Producer Dennys knows when you're high. He's got a superpower here. He can somehow just listen to your voice and tell if you are stoned or not. We're going to start off here with Justin in Green Acres. Hello, Justin.
Good morning, KVJ. How are y'all doing this Friday?
Doing great. Doing great. How are you doing, Justin?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm glad it's Friday.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Amen.
Nice relief. Okay, let's see here. Denny's got a couple questions. He wants to hear how you respond to this as he tries to determine if you are high or not. What's your questions for him, Denny's?
First question, which fruit do you think would look creepiest if it had eyes?
Oh, geez, fruit. I would say starfruit, maybe.
Starfruit.
Okay.
I think a pineapple would be a
Yeah, that dirty swinging pineapple.
It's got the pointy pricks on it, or
Yeah,
the
it does.
or the thingies, the sticks.
What? What's that? Okay.
You're right, though. It does have those.
Yeah. It's really great commentary.
All right, second question. What do you think would be the toughest animal to put a diaper on?
Oh.
Virginia's loving these.
I feel like a baby deer would be like hard to put a diaper on.
Baby deer. Okay. That'd be a challenge.
Yeah.
A gator.
Porcupine.
Porcupine would be rough. It'd be a tiny diaper.
A full-on skunk with all of his glands.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a fox with a rabies.
Squirrel would be a tiny diaper.
A tiger, a lion.
All tough, yeah.
Good question. Yeah, he's got people talking.
I think all animals would be tough to put a diaper on.
Yes.
Now that we've gone through the list.
Yeah. Except for a monkey.
You're right.
Yeah.
That's the one that wears one.
Monkey loves it. He's just into that kind of stuff.
Final question here. What ice cream flavor best describes your life right now?
Oof. I'm going to go with Rocky Roads on that one.
Oh, man, what's going on? What's wrong?
Oh, that's some tough stuff. Okay. All right. Well, Justin's going through a rocky road here. What do you think about his morning? Is this guy high or not, Denny's?
Justin's a tricky one. He's very down the middle.
Mm-hmm.
I am...
What's your stoner sense telling you?
Yeah. He's a toughie. He's a toughie.
Yeah, he's very tough.
I'm slightly leaning not high on him.
Okay.
I just don't... I'm not getting a high vibe from him.
Okay, not feeling it. All right, over there, I know consultant.
Oh, he's debating.
Yeah, he's tough.
Don't look at me.
I'm not getting a high vibe.
Not a high vibe. So you're gonna go with not high on this one.
I'm going not high.
Going not high. Justin, are you high or not?
Man, I gotta say, I finally did it. I'm high as a kite because it's rocky road. You know, I am stoned right now, but I am so glad I finally was able to trick the great.
This is what a win for Justin. He's so excited. You've actually made his entire weekend.
Wow.
And he's no longer on a rocky road now.
You made my whole entire month. I finally.
Look at that.
Got me. I did not get a high vibe.
Kabam!
What an actor.
Wow. That was very, very impressive there, Justin.
Home run, Justin.
Wow, that just doesn't happen every day.
Damn it.
Most of the Justins I know love pot.
I feel like we could make a shirt about it.
Make a shirt. We need to. We got to make that shirt. Darn, he got
I tricked Dennys.
You know what? Yes, there should be a shirt. If you can actually trick Dennys, it only happens maybe once a month, maybe? Maybe.
If that.
There's times where he'll go maybe even up to 2 months.
Yeah. There should be some kind of thing that you can wear because it is a matter of pride with stoners if they can actually trick Dennys.
And I'll have to wear a shirt that says "I lost" all week, probably.
I don't know if you're high or not. Yeah.
I've never seen Dennys lose it twice in a show though.
It can't happen.
It can't happen.
Oh,
You can't
the pressure. The pressure.
You can't.
Confidence is low right now. Darn.
Say hello to Candace in Lake Worth Beach. Hello, Candace.
Hi. Good morning.
Good morning. Okay. Dennys is reeling after blowing it with Justin.
My boy's rattled.
Darn it, I can't believe I got it.
Yeah.
He's taking that one home.
Yeah, that's a first round knockout. Can he get back off the canvas here to fight for another round? All right, Candace, he's going to try to determine if you are high or not. Got a question for her, Dennys?
All right, Candace, which celebrity do you think has the best tasting skin?
Best tasting skin?
Yep.
Let's say Brad Pitt.
I'll tell you what. Back in the late '90s, early 2000s, Hulk Hogan was always getting tan, and he's always oiling up his arms.
Yeah.
It looked like turkey meat. It looked delicious. It looked
right?
like you could serve it on Thanksgiving. Mwah, delicious.
Nice and crunchy.
It just looks just a juicy.
It's kind of like a chicken skin when you take it out of the air fryer.
I remember going, man, his arms look like you could eat them.
Yeah.
I'd rather eat Brad Pitt.
I saw young,
Brad Pitt, exactly.
young Marlon
Nice.
Brando.
Okay.
He always looked like he had salty skin.
So you want to eat marlin?
Yeah, I always wanted to.
Okay. Delicious.
Second question. What do you think it would sound like if you were a robot sex line operator? How would you get it going?
Ooh.
Would you want me to actually act it out?
Oh yeah.
We act a lot of things out here, Candace.
Bring us there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. Let's see here. Ooh. I can't even do it. I don't even know how to do that.
Come on.
this, Candace.
Channel a robot here.
Come on, maybe
Channel a robot.
It's a sex worker.
I need pleasure.
Oh, touch me there. Touch me there.
Press the pleasure button, please. Ooh.
That's great.
That's really crazy.
Touch the pleasure button.
Yeah. Yeah.
Press my button.
That's awesome.
Wow. Okay.
Final question here. Candace, how tall do you think Jesus was?
Whoa, controversial, Dennys.
It's a good question.
Oh, wow, yeah. Good Catholic school girl here, so I would say probably 5'9".
Oh, average male height.
Yeah, I think that's it. You had to look at
I
height
think
at
that's
the
exactly
time.
what it was, actually.
Yeah, 5'9".
I heard from 5'3" all the way up to 10'10". That's what I've heard.
I heard he broke 6 feet.
Wow.
And that would be really scary.
We all get different factoids over here.
Or if he's good at basketball.
It's Jesus, of course.
Okay.
That cat can't miss.
You're right.
You're right. He's automatic.
You hate guarding him.
Oh, terrible.
You can't stop that.
No.
You can't. You shouldn't.
It wasn't fair. Wasn't fair. Okay, what do you think about Candace here? Is she high or not, Dennys?
I am getting a high vibe from Candace.
You are.
Now, am I being tricked?
Okay. Yeah, you got to know. I know you got to be real and after Justin.
Dennys, you can't go over
How are you now?
I know, the pressure's on.
You cannot go for two. Cannot do it.
I think I'm going to stay. I'm getting a high vibe from her.
Okay.
I'm gonna stick with high on Candace.
Candace, are you high?
Dude, he's so right. I am.
Thank God. I was gonna say I can't lose two.
Dennys. Wow.
Candace.
Wow, Dennys' hands are sweating. They're clammy. He takes it so seriously. It's good. You should.
Yes.
All right,
We take all of this stupidness very seriously, Candace.
It's all we have in
I
life.
love it. I love it. I needed this morning. This has been a very crazy week, so I needed this. Thank you.
Well, your sexy robot is amazing. Keep working on that, okay?
Yeah. Ooh, ooh, ooh,
There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people are mad. Ow!
There was a woman that got arrested for going on a drunken rant outside her apartment complex in Fort Myers.
I get it. Look, you don't know what set her off.
Oof.
Probably some man.
Well, she came with weapons, too. What did he do?
Sometimes you need a weapon.
Yeah. I don't know how effective they were, but she came out in her drunken rant armed with casserole and mayo.
Now, was the mayo in a jar?
And was the casserole hot?
Because if it's in a
It's
jar,
good, yeah.
it's hot.
All
These
good
are
questions,
legit
yeah.
weapons.
You could take a dude
Yeah.
out with that.
Yeah. I don't know how hot the casserole was, but when the cops got there, they found that several cars in the parking lot were covered in eggs, bread, liquids, clams, tomato sauce, hamburger buns, and an entire casserole.
Wow, she was just kind of cleaning out the fridge by dumping
Yeah.
it on people's stuff.
But could imagine how stunned you would be if someone took a hot, like you're saying, what was it?
A hot casserole.
A hot
Yeah.
casserole. They shoved it in your
Yeah.
face, and then all of a sudden, a jar of mayo hits you in the temple.
It could
Yeah.
take you out.
You would be shook.
She chucked the jar of mayo at a car. Cops actually witnessed that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Girl, you can't do it in front of the cops.
Yeah, she was going around banging on neighbors' doors, stomping up and down the stairs. When they finally started talking to her, they noticed she had glassy, bloodshot eyes, slurred speech. She reeked of alcohol and a slight little bit of urine.
Oh.
A slight.
I'll have what she's having.
I'm detecting a slight essence of urine.
Is that really in the report?
No. I'm sure it was true, though.
If she did smell of urine, does the police have to put that in the report? She did reek of a little bit of urine.
Essence of urine.
Stopping
Probably.
down to go to the bathroom while you're on a rampage is
Yeah.
not convenient.
Yeah, no, you're right. It doesn't work out. It's not in my schedule.
No.
Yeah, they arrested her, of course. There's a guy near Toronto that got arrested for impaired driving the other night. He apparently drove his car into the police parking lot and started driving slowly in circles. And then when they told him to stop, he wouldn't. They say it's about 1:45 in the morning when the cops saw him slowly driving in circles in the parking lot. He was weaving in between parked cars like he was challenging himself. And then he was flashing his headlights on and off, maybe trying to get the cops' attention. So the officer was like, dude, you got to stop. And the guy's like, nah. And he kept on driving. So they finally had to get 2 police cruisers to box him in to get him out of the car. Big dummy.
So much work for nothing.
It is. Yeah. I don't
Stupid.
know what his point was, driving to the police station to get his DUI.
There's some people that go by the cops just to annoy them too. They'll
maybe,
YouTubers do that. They'll film the police
Yeah.
station to create a scene. The police come out there. What are you doing?
What, are you going to take me in, Kappa?
We have the right to
Yeah.
film, and it turns into a thing, and they upload it.
It's exhausting.
It really
It is. A Kentucky man fired multiple gunshots out of a hotel window. Then, when the cops showed up, he told them he was shooting at aliens in the parking lot.
Seems reasonable.
Well, did they at least survey the land?
They did look around. Luckily, nobody was injured. They did see some bullets. In fact, one went into another occupied hotel room.
Oh, boy.
Some of the others hit a few cars in the hotel parking lot. No sign of aliens, though. And it turns out that the guy was a convicted felon and was in possession of 2 handguns and a semi-automatic rifle, which is a no-no for felons.
And no aliens.
No aliens.
I mean, how scared are you? You're in your hotel just chilling and a bullet comes through the wall.
Ka-ching.
Hey.
People have been killed that way.
I know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. A 32-year-old guy in Virginia was arrested after robbing the same 7-Eleven 4 different times this summer.
The fact that he got away with it 3 times
It's
is
unbelievable.
something.
Yeah.
He's kind of stupid,
But
though.
no, I kind of get why he went back a 4th time, because they're not going to catch me.
Well, you're kind of stupid, too.
Oh, my
Jeez,
gosh.
That was
On
just
a
uncalled for.
Friday, you'll be
What
all
a drop
evil.
kick.
I was.
Wow.
Oh, I take it back.
Each time he came in, he stole stuff off the shelves. He took cash from the register and assaulted an employee.
Damn.
Now,
That ain't cool.
No word if he has assaulted the same employee 4 different times. After a while, you see the guy come in, you just like curl
Wait
up in
a
the fetal
minute.
position.
Oh, man, he's going to kick my ass again.
Not again.
And what happened was he got caught trespassing somewhere else last Thursday, and cops realized it was the same guy from the security footage. So that's how they arrested him. What even, robbing the 7-Eleven. He was actually safest there. There's an Arizona man that got arrested for robbing a bank for a single $100 bill.
What?
He did it on purpose. He robbed the bank, took the $100 bill, and just stood there for 15 minutes until the cops showed up. And when they arrested him, he said he feared for his life as a former gang member and just wanted off the streets.
Oh.
Unfortunately, nobody told him that there are also gang members in prison. So
They are.
I don't
Lots
know
of them.
why he didn't know that, but he's going to have quite a surprise when he tried to elude gang members by going to prison to realize that actually prison's full of them.
According to my stories, it's easier to commit the hit in prison.
Yeah, so-
Really?
According to my stories I watched.
This guy's just walked himself into sudden death. I don't know if he really thought that through. There are 2 moms who got into a fight outside an elementary school in Missouri on Tuesday morning, and apparently they're both packing and pulled guns on each other.
Damn.
Right.
It seems good for the kids.
Yeah, right.
Maybe they should just stand back to back and take 10 paces and see how it all turns out.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean,
yeah.
how long does that scene last for? They both got their guns out. Is that a 10-second kind of a thing, or are they out there for a minute?
You don't see that a lot. Like, usually one person has a weapon and the other one doesn't. But when they both draw McGraw, how does that go down?
Luckily, nobody was shot in the fracas. There's an Alabama mom that was jailed for beating up an 11-year-old she suspected of bullying her kid on a school bus.
Oh, boy.
The mom allegedly boarded the yellow bus and got into a fight with the elementary schooler she believed had been picking on her kid. And after a video of the dust-up emerged on social media, she was charged with assault, trespassing, and disorderly conduct.
It's so crazy because I remember back in Lake Park Elementary, we're talking the 80s, a kid was getting bullied, and a mom defended her kid and put her hands and smacked that kid right in front of a teacher. The teacher did nothing. The kid didn't bully the kid ever again. But it just seems it's different times,
Different
man.
era, yeah.
Different times.
Yeah, they get you now and they arrest you. It wasn't immediately clear if the 11-year-old suffered any injuries, but the mom's going to be facing charges.
If you saw someone, beating up Magnolia, would you go and try to stop it and hit the kid?
No, I would pay another kid to do it for me.
Oh, okay.
I know some kids that would happily take $100 to open a can of whoop ass.
If they don't roll over on you,
Can you imagine if it's all a sting to trap Virginia? You know how they did that with Dalia DiPolito?
Yeah.
You see Virginia paying a 10-year-old kid.
You're not the first person to do that. That to pay somebody to go beat some. That's a pretty good idea.
Yeah. Oh, this is not fun. You imagine biting into a burger and you chomp down on something that you know doesn't belong in your burger.
Oh, that's scary.
Yeah, it happened to a woman in Bolivia. She did that. She bit down on something. She said, okay, what did I just hit? Thankfully, it was only a decomposing human finger.
Oh, no.
And when they did the research, they came back with, yep, that's real. Apparently, somebody lost part of their finger while prepping the meat.
Oh.
Found it. It's right here in my mouth.
If that's your favorite restaurant, do you go back?
No.
Done.
Done. That's it. We're done here.
Yeah,
And it has nothing to do with the restaurant. It's not their fault. So just because somebody had a slippery thumb doesn't mean the restaurant should be punished, but I don't care. I can't forget.
It's hard to not associate the finger with the restaurant.
Yeah. Yeah, you got the one restaurant, it's Five Guys, and the one next to it's Four Fingers. Don't go in that restaurant. Do not go in that restaurant. So weird to see Jaybird not being able to smell. He always had an amazing sniffer. It was just so funny because he would pick up these scents from rooms away.
Totally.
And now he's sticking a jar of peanut butter up underneath his nose and he can't even smell anything at all.
It's weird, bruh.
It is really weird,
You
man.
losing your sense of smell and taste is affecting me. Because I'm just upset about it.
Yeah, I am too. I really love food. I'm trying not to complain about it.
Did you do the burnt orange thing?
I've done it all, and I've done it millions of times. I'm taking it seriously because I want my taste back. I feel like half a man right now.
I did get one of our great listeners that is a doctor had sent me something about that, and they showed me a chart that's saying that the loss of smell for COVID is lasting 49 days to 6 months, typically averaging around 60 days or so.
That makes sense. Funny enough, my smell is worse than my taste buds. I can't smell nothing, and it seems to be worse in the morning time.
Okay.
But I will get sudden, quick bursts of smell. Like all of a sudden, I smelled provolone for a second, and then it was gone.
Wow.
It eluded me.
Fleeting provolone.
It's like I'm chasing it. I'm chasing a provolone ghost.
Sounds like a good band name.
Provolone Ghost?
Yeah.
Provolone Ghost.
Definitely.
Now on stage, Provolone Ghost.
I love it.
Yeah. It's just kind of interesting to see what everybody's trying to do to get their sense of smell or taste back if you lost it for COVID.
Oh, I was at the Publix bakery, and they had the just most drippiest, just moist-looking chocolate cake, and I wanted it so bad. I could almost taste it.
Yeah, looked that good to you, huh?
It looked so good, but I knew if I bought it, what's the point?
It wouldn't make a difference.
No.
Well, everybody's hitting you up with all these different remedies that they're trying to do. I know we've talked about many of them, from the burnt orange peel and different scent things that now people are even trying. My wife has been trying to do this smell training with a eucalyptus type thing, and she's past a year. I think she's on 14 months, 13, 14 months, and still can't smell. At all. That's insane, isn't it? So she's way past that 60-day mark and then some. But these weird remedies, everybody always feels like they've got something that is going to work. And your dad hit you with one for an earache that you said actually did work. And the odd thing about it, it sounds really goofy, but apparently it is very effective. He had something with you on this thing about a sock with uncooked rice.
Yeah, you fill a sock with uncooked rice, pop it in the microwave, and then you put it on your ear area. And I'm not going to lie, man, it relieved so much pain, and by the end of the night, I was fine. It's
like a warm compress.
It is.
Okay.
It is a warm compress, and it really worked. And at first I go, "This is goofy."
Yeah,
He's
and
like,
it
"You
was
like goofy."
effective.
Yeah, and it did. It actually hurt. It hurt. It actually helped my ear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? I got Mags one of those heating pads. She loves it.
Oh, they're nice to go to bed with.
Yeah.
It's not kind of dirty.
Yeah. Oh, what I wouldn't do to be that heating pad.
Where are you putting it?
You know where.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be kind of interesting to see exactly what people wind up doing, and hopefully they do come up with some kind of remedy on at least speeding up the recovery time on people with their sense of smell and taste.
All those old-timey remedies are kind of funny. I told you about the one with you put the onions in your sock, and then you put...
Yeah, it was about getting the toxins out in your sock, and that the onion's supposed to get them out of your body.
But there's a lot of people that believe that, and it's supposed to help you sleep as well. And it just made my room smell like an onion factory. Couldn't sleep.
It didn't. That one didn't work.
Feet still hurt.
Yeah,
that one did not work.
I'm just kind of curious what you have when it comes to weird home remedies that have worked and ones that have not. Somebody had said, yeah, the warmth increases the blood flow, helps the healing.
Helps out greatly.
Oh, nice.
So there is something to that. You said you tried the onions in the socks, did not work.
Yeah, I forget why I did that. I thought it was for sleep and
toxins.
But I thought that was a legit reason I was doing it, and it didn't work. And the smell of onions was bleh.
Somebody told me that was an Asian thing, putting onions in the socks.
Yep, Sweet Dennys told me about it too.
It is going to be tricky to fall asleep like that with a big onion slice in your sock.
Somebody said that when you got a cough or cold, put Vicks Vapor Rub on your feet. Put socks on over that before bed, and the cough goes away so you can sleep for the night.
Oh.
Interesting.
That stuff burn a little bit?
Vicks?
Yeah.
I don't know if it burns,
It's a
but
good-
it has,
good
It's a good
burn.
burn.
Just don't touch your privates on accident.
Okay.
Or touch them, I don't know.
No, Vicks is not good lube.
Okay.
Pass it
that's
on.
what I'm saying. Be careful.
This masturbation moment has been brought to you by Vicks.
Dr. Bird.
Sally from Fort Pierce, she said that you can use Vicks Vapor Rub for an ear infection. Use it in the ear. Apparently, it helps a lot. Oh, okay.
Good for the ear, not the rear, if you know what I'm saying.
Okay.
Don't put it on your butt.
That's an
either.
advertising slogan right there.
I think that's the official
Yeah.
slogan.
Amanda from North Palm said use mouthwash for an earache.
Mouthwash?
She did. She said, I thought it was an antiseptic and didn't have peroxide. She said, don't do that. It made it so much worse. And eardrops to fix that were $400. So apparently, don't do that. That's a bad one.
Oh my.
Don't put mouthwash in your ear.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay. Yeah, because we had heard about the peroxide. That actually was effective to get earwax out.
It was.
Mm-hmm. Somebody said for body aches, put bars of soap in your bed while you sleep.
Ooh, and it'll smell good.
Okay.
I like bars of soap better than onions.
Okay. Got a fever. Well, we've got Stacy on here from Boca with how to get rid of it. What is the home remedy you got, Stacy?
Hey there, it's apple cider vinegar, and you
Okay.
put it on your feet, and you put some socks on.
Really?
It draws the fever right down. Yep, it takes like 30 minutes, but I've been using it. I use it on my newborn, and it's really good because you can't give kids medicine, and so it draws the fever right out of that, right down from the head.
Wow.
That sounds like some witchcraft stuff, doesn't it?
It does.
Yes. Wow.
Actually, you know, it's so funny. I think it was on Little Women, the movie. She was like, when her daughter was sick, and she's like, go grab the vinegar. We need to draw the fever out from her head. And, yep, I know. You learn something on TV every day.
Yeah.
Great tip. I love
Yeah.
it.
that is.
I loved it.
How about that? You're learning here, aren't you?
I really am. I want to learn more.
Picking stuff up. All right. Well, you can have people text us in 877-979-WRMF, the things that are working. Somebody said, yeah, you can use the Vapor Rub on your fungus toenail for a few weeks.
There's something there. Here's a hint for somebody who's suffering really bad with dandruff. Take baking soda and put some shampoo and mix it together, and then let it sit in your head for a little bit, and then wash it out, and your dandruff will go away. You have to do that regularly, but you won't have any flakes. If you have flakes, that's a way to get rid of them better than Head and Shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I said it.
Somebody else is saying the Vicks Vapor Rub is the best thing for cold sores.
Huh.
Okay. There you go. Apparently they use
Interesting.
Vicks for about everything.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Except lube.
You're right.
Don't put it near your butt.
Yes.
Put it in your ear, but not in your rear.
That's it. That's the new slogan. These stories really fascinate me because I'm like, why is it that we're putting such a spotlight on this? These kind of things happen all the time, but yet this is the one that the nation is captivated with. All over the news yesterday is the story of this 22-year-old Gabby Petito and how she's missing.
Yes.
And all over the news. And they're following like every lead that is going on with this. Now, if you've not seen it, she is a pretty petite, white, 5'5" female, about 110 pounds with blonde hair and blue eyes, that went on a cross-country trip with her boyfriend. Her boyfriend comes back to Florida. They're from Northport near Sarasota, and she's just not with him. And apparently he's not cooperating with the authorities. Now, they haven't charged him yet with anything, but it's really just odd to me that you come back, it's like, where is she? And now her family, Gabby's family, is petitioning to the, I guess, fiance's family saying, would you please give us any information so we can try to find our daughter? And I guess they're not cooperating with anyone. It's crazy.
How is he not arrested?
They had some drama. There's police body cam footage of them like in Utah or something. And I guess they were having a fight in the van and the cops were called. And you can see that she's in distress. She's crying. She's upset. She's also taking ownership of the fight, saying that she's got OCD and that they've been fighting a lot. And so the cop tells them to separate. And for some reason, she stays in the van and he goes and gets a hotel room. Okay, right there, I have a problem with any man who would leave his woman in the van by herself while he goes and gets a hotel room.
Yeah.
None of it makes sense.
And now he's back and he won't cooperate. If you care about her, you cooperate.
It reeks of foul play.
Yeah, I think everybody watching this, I guess most people are assuming, unfortunately, the worst, that something happened. And I also saw, too, that there was another double homicide that I guess had taken place in Utah, and they're trying to see if there's any connection there.
2. Yeah, girls lost their lives in the same area the same week, and they're wondering if that has anything to do with it.
And one of the girls, I think, was connected to her somehow. There was like something where they were at the same place, I guess, where this went down. So,
It seems off because it is off.
And if you care, you help the cops.
Well, why are you being squirrely and suspicious?
And why's your family being squirrely and suspicious and they already got an attorney?
Only thing I can think of is that they are afraid if you answer something, you're going to be looking guilty, but you already look guilty.
If you didn't do anything wrong, then you just completely come forward and tell everything you know.
It's odd. I heard the debate about it yesterday, saying that you have to watch yourself, even if you did nothing wrong, that sometimes things can be used against you and be twisted. And so
it's true.
Some attorneys would tell you don't cooperate with anything. It's just odd. I mean, that does kind of defy logic, because you're right. Logic seems to tell you that if you love somebody, even if you had a fight, it's just odd that he would come back without her. And even if you abandoned her and said, oh, okay, we're breaking up and I'm staying here and you go home, that you would tell your family everything if nothing bad had happened.
And we don't know what the police know, too. The media likes to talk about it, and they might be sitting on stuff that we don't even know about. You know, people like to assume they know everything and have all the details, and we probably don't.
And what was the condition of that van on the inside? Did they find something in the van that makes them think that she's hurt?
I'm just saying, watching all the murder specials that I watch, it's usually somebody you know.
It's just fascinating how we do get captivated by this story, and why is it this story that we're captivated by? People turn up missing all the time, and in the news today, they had said, hey, there is a woman that's been missing from Okeechobee for the last 16 months, and her family's like saying, okay, well, if you're going to pay attention to 22-year-old Gabby Petito and where she is, how about our sister that has turned up missing, and she's been gone for 16 months? Can we increase the search for her?
One word. Media. They determine who gets the media coverage.
Right.
And it started on social media. So on TikTok, there's been a massive campaign for more than the television campaign for days and days more. And it blew up on TikTok. And now so many people have seen it and are talking about it that the news is like, oh, this is a hot topic.
But you're right, though. People go missing every day, all the time. And it's weird, the ones we really get national attention to.
And it'll be on TV every single night. I remember the Nancy Grace when she was on there. And what's the name of the woman that lives in West Palm now? And her daughter, Kaylee Anthony?
Yes.
Yeah.
Casey Anthony and Kaylee, yeah. I mean, that story was on Nancy Grace every night for months.
Because they know this stuff sells, and you've got a storyline, you've got a boyfriend that's not answering, you've got this...
Doesn't it always have to start with a pretty girl? Somebody has to be pretty in these stories. You ever notice that?
Well, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt because it's all...
I mean, look through the line of all the ones that have somehow been that one that the media gloms onto and attaches and puts in front of our faces every single day. The ones that immediately come to my mind, it starts with a pretty girl.
You're zeroing in on it.
Yes.
Well, but it's just like what they do in Hollywood.
There's not a lot that you don't think of that.
It's almost like it's like a casting thing.
Yes.
Does this meet our criteria? Is this going to get the most attention?
Yeah.
It's really what it is.
Yeah, that pretty much is it.
People go missing all the time.
They do. And that's why I just find it fascinating when you see these things, how is it they choose? But it always does seem to start with a pretty female and then a story where it's like, oh, it's got to be him, and it is. So I guess this is going to be the national soap opera we're going to watch until there's a resolution.
The media dictates what we talk about, man.
They do. Absolutely. Here we go, baby. It is the song association game where I give you a word and then you've got to come up with a song with that word in it within 3 seconds. It's got to be identifiable, popular song to get credit. Okay. Here we go. We got Virginia, Jaybird, and Dennys all ready to compete. You get a point for each round if you get it correct.
Oh, I'm real hungry. I'm hungry for some witch.
Bring it over here if you think you can handle it.
Okay. Here we go. First round, first word. This is for you, Vicious V. Your word is without.
With or without you. With or without you.
Bo, no.
A little rusty.
I got to warm this thing up.
Let me lube this thing up. Any Vicks Vapor Rub?
Okay, Jaybird, your first word is going to be want.
Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I'll tell you what you want, what you really, really want.
You wanna really,
If you wanna
really
be
want.
my Kevin. Got to be.
Okay, Dennys, everybody's got a point so far. Your word is shout.
Twist and shout.
Twist and shout. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, baby now.
Come on, baby.
Turn this song off. Turn it off.
That song sucks.
Sucks so bad.
Okay, everybody, perfect after one round. Round two, Virginia, your word is sister.
Sister Christian, know the time has come, and you know that you're the only one to say, okay.
Put the motor in.
I think the band's still cranking. I think it just came out with a new album not too long
They
ago.
did.
Good for them.
You talked about that.
That's right. Sister
I listened to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Virginia. You're my favorite. You know?
Damn.
Man, that's all it takes.
We all know that's a lie.
Okay, all right. Next word. This is for you, Bird. Run.
Run to me whenever you're lonely. That's the Bee Gees.
Yeah.
Did I do this one before? I feel like I defended Run to Me by the Bee Gees.
I don't remember that.
Run to Me is a big hit.
That was a big hit there.
Please Google that, Virginia.
I'm looking it
Run to
up.
Me, Bee Gees.
Run to Me is a song by the Bee Gees.
And it was a hit. It was. I wouldn't lie to you, Kevin, and I know you're my favorite. I know I'm your favorite.
How about take it on the run, baby, if that's the way you want it, baby. And I want you around.
Bum,
Bum, bum.
Oh, come on, take the money and run.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's a
you
good
got
one,
it.
too. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot. But he goes with the Bee Gees obscure song.
It's not obscure.
Bee Gees B-side.
Very popular in England in the 60s.
Well, we're not in England. Get it together.
Yeah. Okay, Dennys, your next word is crazy.
Crazy, but that's how it goes.
Millions of people living as fools. Maybe.
Oh, such a jam.
That is a great song.
I like how Virginia came in for the harmony for one word at the end, and she had a phlegm bubble.
Slow.
Gotta drain that thing out. Okay, Virginia, your next word is edge.
On the edge of 17.
Oh, at the buzzer.
Kind of got in there.
Edge of 17? Stevie Nicks?
Okay.
Kind of made her
Sing it
own
right,
jazz, weird Muppet version.
Technically at the buzzer.
Yeah. I don't love it, but I guess I'll take it.
If he's taking Run to Me.
Damn.
It's a loose round.
It's kind of falling apart here. Okay, Jaybird, your next word is burning.
Burning down the house.
My house.
If you think
In the middle of our street.
our house.
You just went to a different song.
That is a different song.
Yeah. You just totally changed the song.
Your favorite's kind of tanking your bit.
There's still time to change it, Kev.
Yeah.
You've gone from first to worst.
Yeah. Okay, Dennys, your next word is mine.
Be mine. Mine.
Oh, sweet child of mine. Sweet love of mine. Yeah.
Wow.
Tough.
Wow. The doggone girl is mine.
That's true. Yeah. See, Jaybird's just rubbing it in.
Oh, you got so many over there, Brad.
Yeah, rubbing it in.
Rubsy.
Okay.
Rubsy, I like the sound of that.
Final round here. It is the Song Association game. Virginia, your word is girlfriend. Take a look at my girlfriend. She's the only one I got.
You sound like you pooped yourself. What did you do?
You don't know. I might have.
Oh my God.
Okay, Dennys has missed one. Virginia has missed one. Bird,
Miss it.
you win if you get this correct.
And you'll be the favorite.
Yeah, you
You're
will.
right. This is for Kevin's favorite.
The status is
Kevin's
open.
favorite.
Yeah, that's the prize.
Okay.
You're my favorite.
All right.
If you get this, the word is start.
Kickstart my heart. That's right. I won. I'm the favorite.
Nice. With the Kevin track.
What an easy word.
He didn't go with we didn't
Start the fire.
It was always burning since the world's been turning.
Keep going.
Dennys, I'm going to give you one more. Just see what your final score is going to be here.
All right.
Oh.
Your word is bites.
Bites.
Another one bites the dust.
Bites. Love bleeds. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust.
And he did. And another one gone. And another one gone. Another one bites the dust.
Got another quick little challenge for you here. I love doing these. Saw this list of songs about self-love. Yes.
Someone perked up.
Yeah, and I don't mean like making yourself feel good. Well, I do, but I mean with the touch of a hand, if you know what I'm talking about. They've actually written several songs that have to do with self-love.
Well, there's some too that they don't know if it is about, but it does sound like it is. It could easily be about it.
And some of them, yeah, there are, I guess what it is, you know, there's the rumor that it was written about that, and does it really mean that?
Yeah, because the
Yeah.
words do make sense if you put it in that context.
Yeah. How many do you think you could name?
I don't know.
If you had to say.
Longview by Green Day has been told.
Masturbation's lost its fun. You're
I mean, they're pretty much telling you.
Yeah, they actually use the word in there.
What's that one? When I think about you, I touch myself.
The Divinals.
The Vinyls, yeah.
That one?
Yeah, that's probably one of the biggest ones that's out there.
She-bop.
She-bop
Cyndi
is,
Lauper,
yeah.
yeah, absolutely. Good one, Virginia.
Stroking. Stroke.
Yeah.
No, not that song. I think you're mixing them up. There's The Stroke by Billy Squier.
Yeah, and then the stroke, yeah.
Yeah, and then you're talking about the
stroke
Clarence
it to
Carter.
the
Left. I stroke it to the right.
I stroke it to
the... Yeah.
When I got an apple.
I think Virginia's kind of ruining the songs.
See, I kind of ruined a couple segments there, Cam, honestly.
There's 2 stroking songs.
There is, I know.
How's that ruining?
No, whoa, just kidding. Oh, come
She
on.
was kind of singing the lyrics
I'm going
wrong.
to stroke your face with my fist,
you,
bird.
You won't do it. You've lost your edge. I'm calling you out. Punch me.
Turning Japanese, that's one of those ones that's debatable because people are saying that Turning Japanese is a reference to self-love, but I don't know. I've not gotten confirmation on that.
That growing up, that was the rumor that's what that was about.
It's definitely the rumor. Is it the confirmation? I don't know. Is that just a popular legend? How about Relax by Frankie Goes to Hollywood? I don't know if that's self-love or if that's just the act itself.
I think that's holding out in the act.
Yeah, that's kind of what I
That's
thought.
holding out in the act.
Relax. Don't do
Don't
it.
do it.
Yeah,
Don't
when
do-
you want to. Yeah.
Oh, it's about like edging. not getting.
Is that what you call it?
Modern day
Oh,
term.
this guy's got a full.
When I think of edging, I think of landscaping.
I do. Bird's got a full vocabulary of dirtiness over him.
Is that what the kids are calling
Yeah.
it?
We talked about that on
you
the-
dirty bird.
Get out of here. We talked about that on
He's
the
got a
airway.
whole different vocabulary that I don't even know, Virginia. Edging? I mean, what is this?
Don't do what?
Wow.
We talked about that on the air. Here
Uh-huh.
before.
Yeah.
What else you got?
Daddy finger?
Oh.
I mean, that's what it sounded like.
Billy Idol's Dancing with Myself.
Is that about that?
That's one of the rumors. Again, I don't know that it's been confirmed if that is the case. There are a bunch of other songs that are out there, like Nicki Minaj and Beyonce did Feeling Myself. That kind of sounds like it.
Billy Joel's got a song called Captain Jack, and he goes,
Yeah.
you sit around and
Yeah.
you stay up late, and wait
yeah.
home for your sister, and then you masturbate.
Yeah.
What?
So
why's your sister involved?
No, it's not. I said the lyrics wrong.
I was going to say, I don't know
That's
that.
how them Penningtons
What's
swing.
No, the lyric is your sister went out.
Oh, Tina.
She's on a date, is what it is. And then you stay at home and you masturbate.
Yeah, your sister just got really
Which
weirded
one,
out.
Tina or Becky?
Why don't you pipe down, Siddiqui? Why don't you just...
Both.
Oh,
You too, Ralston?
you sicko.
Get the lyrics right, Bird.
Yeah, that's not a good one to whiff on. Carly Rae Jepsen's got Party for One. Oh.
Well.
How does that go?
You're asking me to sing Carly Rae Jepsen songs?
B-sides.
What do you think I'm doing with my days? Lizzo has got one called Soulmate that they say apparently fits into this category of songs about self-love. Janelle Monáe's got Electric Lady. Okay.
Oh.
We'll have to watch that video later. Uh-huh. Haley Steinfeld's got Love Myself. Okay, so there's a lot that are apparently in this category.
One hand in my pocket.
Is that what that means?
No, I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, there are some pervs that probably...
Mm-hmm. And then somebody's saying Madonna Into the Groove. I didn't know that.
Because you got to get into that groove. Get into the groove. You know you can move.
I don't know. I have to check that one out. I'd never heard that one for a song about self-love. Okay, interesting little category, a little challenge. He's at the Met Gala with his wife, Haley Baldwin, and they're out there taking photos. And it was like their third anniversary. I mean, so it's been a while that they've been married and together. And while they're up there, people start chanting his ex-girlfriend's name, Selena Gomez. Selena. And you can see Bieber turn into Haley's like, I love you. And he's like, don't cry. And she starts crying. I mean, as you can imagine. And she put on dark glasses. It's like, I mean, people were jerks,
That
man.
is not cool.
It's not cool, is it? What do you do? Like, okay, good for you.
He also, at one point, put his hands on her belly, and people were saying, oh, he's trying to say she's pregnant.
No, she had poopy cramps. She had eaten a really bad enchilada the night
Oh,
before.
she had a big burrito.
Yes.
That's why she was crying.
Yeah.
Sometimes if I have to take a big old dump, I just the
She
tears.
had a poo.
She didn't care about the crowd. She's like, oh my gosh, Beebs, I gotta go.
Yeah.
Red carpet, brown carpet.
Oh, boy. All right, coming up here, we got the After the Show podcast. Going to be live on YouTube. You can check it out there, or you can get it on demand, too. It's also going to be on our podcast apps anywhere, including the WRMF app. All right, Bird, wrap us up with your thought for the day.
It's your turn, Bird.
I know. Hold on.
Damn, someone wasn't ready for the assignment.
I was ready. Our internet. Okay, we got... Okay. Better... Oh, no. It's all falling apart, Kev. The music's gonna run out.
Oh, no.
Okay. Better to be the one who smiled than the one who didn't smile back. Oh, Bird. No.
What was that turd? That's what you give us on a Friday?
Children are the promise of the future, the assurance of greater things to come. The future!
We should probably just go, right?
Be thankful
I'm embarrassed
for what you are.
for you.
Be thankful for what you are now.
Stop.
And keep
Stop.
praying.
KVJ Show on 97.9
Show's over,
WRMF.
man. Show's over.